What a game for these New York Knicks, absolutely dominating in Indiana. Karl-Anthony Towns is back to his dominant self. 40 points, 12 boards, 5 dimes. And we also saw something for the first time in Josh Hart's career. 30 points and 10 boards for Josh Hart to go along with 5 assists. Jalen Brunson was in foul trouble, but it did not matter because we had guys step in and elevate their games. Cameron Payne filling in for Jalen Brunson perfectly. Wow, what a game for the New York Knicks against a very good Indiana Pacers team on the road. Big time win for the New York Knicks. Now we got one more game heading into All-Star break. The Knicks are home against the Atlanta Hawks tomorrow night. Ooh, I'm pumped up about this one. Knicks fans, you guys let me know right now how you're feeling about this game in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the like button, man. This was a fun game to watch because the first thing that comes to me personally is Cat is back, folks. This is the first time I've seen Karl-Anthony Towns have that type of breakout game since that thumb injury. He showed flashes, but ever since that, and we saw it even in this game when he ran to the rim and his finger got a little jammed up. He's definitely having some issues, but it's not holding him back tonight. Absolutely not. Karl-Anthony Towns put on a show. Relentless, tough, getting to the rim, shooting efficiently from downtown. I mean, a 40-point game. It's just a joy to watch. And then how about Josh Hart? Josh Hart. What more can we say about this man, Josh Hart? Putting up 30, 10 and 5, 12 of 16 from the field. I don't think we realize what Josh Hart is even doing, folks. He is doing something we have not seen by any player in NBA history, all right? And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because he is way too small in terms of his height. And I got to put the highlights on the screen of Josh Hart now. Shout out to IQ for 3, tag on X. I mean, he is too small to be doing what he's doing. And what I mean by too small, his height. I mean, when have you ever seen somebody 6'5" or shorter putting up 9 rebounds a game? All right, this guy is relentless, and now we're seeing his ability to score. He was attacking the rim underneath the paint the entire game, pushing the ball in transition, getting to the cup, finishing through contact. An absolute dominant game from Josh Hart, pushing the ball in transition, getting to the cup, hitting the free throws, you name it. An efficient 12 of 16 from the field for Josh Hart. 2 steals for him as well. This was a great game from Josh. 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Absolutely love it. But I think the big story, in my opinion, was Jalen Brunson going down with 5 fouls early in the third quarter, and then Cameron Payne had to come in there and kind of plug in for him as the point guard, and he did a great job. Deuce McBride started off this game in the first half with 15 points total with a really good game. 4 of 7 from the field for Deuce McBride. Hit all 4 of his 3-point shot attempts. 4 for 4 from the field, from beyond the arc. 4 of 7 from the field in total, and a plus-minus of plus 25. So Deuce had a fantastic game, and it's really cool because usually the Knicks, when they win basketball games, it's well-balanced, right? It's usually not 1 or 2 guys carrying the load. Well, tonight we only had 2 guys really carry the load, in my opinion, and Towns and Hart. You look at Bridges, did not really have any impact, in my opinion, right? Didn't really have that much of an impact. And you look at what he did and what he brought to the table, I feel like, Bridges only putting up 6 points in 28 minutes, and all of a sudden you're seeing Tibbs keeping him on the bench in the fourth quarter because the lineup of Cameron Payne, and even shout out to Landry Shamet with 11 points, was playing well. McBride, Precious, and Cat and Josh Hart, like, we don't even need Mikal Bridges in the game at some point. And that's the beautiful thing about this Knicks team right here, is that you have to figure out who's working. You never know the 5 that's going to be clicking. And tonight, it was a very interesting lineup that was clicking. Cameron Payne, Deuce McBride, Karl-Anthony Towns, Josh Hart was clicking as a starting, not starting, obviously, but them 5 playing together on the court. And Landry Shamet, if he can keep playing at this level and shooting the ball like he did tonight, if Deuce McBride keeps playing like this, and the veteran savviness, I mean, Cameron Payne, 8 assists. Absolutely fantastic. When Jalen Brunson went down with that 5th foul, I even thought to myself, oh, that's tough. I mean, 5 fouls that early in the game. Someone's got to have to step up. We don't want this Pacers team to get hot and then, to feed off the energy off their home crowd and fight back and get back into this game. But right when Jalen Brunson went to the bench, we didn't see him until 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And he didn't even need to get in the game, in my opinion. The Knicks absolutely blew the doors off the Indiana Pacers, a very good basketball team. And obviously the Knicks are a better basketball team with this performance and them being above them in the Eastern Conference standings. Definitely a big-time win for the Knicks. And it's cool to see stuff like this from Josh Hart. I mean, what more can you say about this guy? You see the ball movement. You see the ability to get his teammates involved. You see Karl-Anthony Towns. I mean, look at that pass to Josh Hart in transition. And the ability to just keep grinding. I mean, look at the passing. Look at the ball moving fast in transition. Usually we look at the Knicks as a team as slow pace, not really pushing the ball. You look at most of the buckets that Josh Hart scored, it was all in transition. I mean, the Knicks were flawless in transition tonight, and that is something they have to take advantage of. They scored 41 points in that second quarter, which really just got them in rhythm, and then they scored 30 points in the third and then 30 points in the fourth quarter to get the job done. Shooting 54% from the field as a team, you're going to win a lot of basketball games when you shoot that well from the field. 48 rebounds to the Pacers, 36 rebounds, all right? That's going to win you a lot of games as well. 37 total assists as a team. Wow, 68 points in the paint, 20 fast break points, 35 bench points, which is a lot for the New York Knicks standards. I promise you that. Knicks fans will take 35 points off the bench. You talk about the weaknesses of this Knicks team. You did not see it tonight, right? Rim protection has been a weakness. Bench has been a weakness. Well, not tonight, man. The bench was great, and we got Big Cat, the big bodega, coming out there with a vintage all-star performance. Woo! And OG Anunoby is nearing his return. Could he be back tomorrow? I would prefer the Knicks just be careful with OG. Let him come back after the all-star break. No reason to rush him back if I'm the Knicks, really, personally. I think that would not be smart. But I think it's a really good sign that we saw this team be able to have, the ability to adjust in the middle of the game. When your captain goes down with 5 fouls, you got to have some type of mid-game adjustment. And Cameron Payne to come in here and, orchestrate 8 assists and for Cat to just be relentless. And also, got to give a shout-out to the defense. I mean, the defense did their job. I know 115 points isn't, a great day on the defensive side of the ball, but I do think the Knicks got the stops when they needed to. They were able to limit Tyrese Halliburton and Siakam and those boys. I know they didn't have Miles Turner, but we don't have OG Anunoby, so I don't want to hear no excuses for the Pacers here. So I think this was an all-around great win for the Knicks. Good momentum heading into our game tomorrow night, and let's hope we can beat the Hawks and we can go into the All-Star break with all vibes as we watch Jalen Brunson enter the three-point contest and Cat and Brunson in the All-Star game. So Knicks fans, you let me know in the comment section of the W over the Indiana Pacers. Vibes are high right now, Knicks fans, so keep that momentum going. Have a smile on your face, Knicks fans. That was a fun game to watch. I'll see you guys in my next video. Let's go, Knicks. Peace out, folks.